Of course, a card like Mega Absol is getting a ton of play in the new Mega Rising set, but a really cool combination that I've seen floating around is Mega Absol and Weezing, which is what we have in this deck. Surprisingly enough, the version of this I saw was not running Koga, so I had to try it myself. The cool thing about this is you have so many points that you can give when you're running something like a Mega, that you can have multiple Weezings, multiple Nihiligos, even a Darkrai to chip at your opponents, while you're still powering up your Absol. And the insane amount of poison damage that you put onto your opponents sets up multiple scenarios where the 80 damage from Absol, which might seem a little light, is actually significant enough to pick up huge KOs. The deck runs 2 Copycats, 2 Professors, a Sabrina, 2 Cyruses, and 2 Poison Barbs, as well as an X-Speed. The X-Speed a lot of the time is just there for early movement of some of your Pokemon. Ideally, what you would like to do is get a Weezing in the active spot, have Darkrai and Absol possibly on the bench, use Darkrai's Nightmare Aura to chip at your opponents, poison them with the Weezing, and then finally move in for the knockout blow with the Absol. This also sets up opportunities for you to take away important supporter cards from your opponents. I have to say, this deck was a surprising hit. I really enjoyed it. By the way, I should mention, I am back in town from all of my Thanksgiving and LAIC stuff, so we're going to be streaming here soon and climbing up ranked. Yes, these were all ranked games as well, in Ultra 3 or 4 or whatever we're in. All right, we are heading second into a water deck, and we're starting off with a couple of Coughings and a Weezing. Heading into Suicune. You don't really want to fill the bench against this, but we don't have a lot of great options into this to start. And I don't want my hand disrupted by a Suicune. Let's see what they got. There you go. I got an X-Speed. I got Pokeball. They got some healing. Nihiligo is an interesting one because it doesn't provide me a ton of room. But I am going to go ahead and put it down because once I do get the poison, it's worth it. But it obviously makes Suicune stronger and doesn't give me room for both Absol and Darkrai. I'd rather get Darkrai on the bench with this and try to cycle through both Weezing, but we'll see. Power in the Giratina, drawing some more cards. Copycat would be killer here. We don't get it. I'm going to go ahead and Weezing here. I could poison Suicune and attack it. It's not terrible. It might be good to just go for the Giratina, though. It also slows down their draw and forces them to pay some money for something, right? Now I'm in the unfortunate spot where my Dark Energy is not that useful. I'm going to Poison Barb the one in the back here. And we get the nice weakness bonus, which is cool. So they take 50 damage, and they take another 20 from poison. They'll probably just retreat. Maybe they've got a leaf or something. They have a ton of cards. Gosh, a Copycat would just be so killer. We just don't have it. Other Suicune. And yeah, they're going to retreat. It is the call. They have to spend a lot for it. We slow them down a bit, but geez Louise, I could use a Copycat. We have no Professors. Not yet. They're going to put the cape on, the Giratina. It's true that if I Cyrus them, they'd be in a lot of trouble, so I like that play. They have 8 cards in their hand. Jeez Louise. We get Mega Absol. Not ideal, but at some point I have to get a card out here that I can actually care about powering, right? Gas Leak and hit. Unfortunately for us, this thing is going to swing for 100 damage, and if they get one more bench, which they are going to, it's going to KO the Weezing, but that's okay. I'm guessing Suicune's going to take the KO here, and then I'm going to just move in Absol. I think it's the right call. Just move in Absol and start fighting. If I can get Giratina, we KO it, and one if I can get either of my Cyruses. Let's see what they plan on doing. They could try to get Greninja EX out. Like, they could retreat right now and try to hopefully stall out this KO on Suicune, but we should be... I think they're going to take the easy point here. That's what I'm guessing. They're taking their time, figuring it out. I think they're taking the easy point right now. And I know Greninja's coming next turn, so I can't really slow down my aggression. I think I just have to go. They do go for the retreat, so they're going to retreat, and they're going to be able to shift this around. Interesting. All right. So we have some time, but they have Greninja ready. They can't not. We hit Professors here. It's going to grab me a Pokeball and a Poison Barb. And there is a Darkrai. I'm just going to have this guy ready to go, I think. I'm going to Gas Leak. Unfortunately for us, their play is going to be really nice with... I might Poison Barb my Absol in case they go for it. Their play is going to be really nice with the Greninja. Their Cyrus plays are just really good. We're going to have two Suicunes low and a Giratina low, though. Pokeball. Gosh, we have two copycats in this deck, and I wish I had either one of them right now. It'd be so nice. Oh, it'd be so nice to have had a copycat. There's the rare candy. I'm guessing it's not Greninja EX at this point, but no, it is. Okay, so they're going to use this. They can move their cards around. They just power one right here, like power Greninja on the bench, and then power the Giratina. I think that's the play. Now they don't have great access to this Absol, which isn't too bad. They could try to retreat the Suicune here, but yeah, I just think you power and just let this thing get knocked out, or not knocked out, depending on what I decide to do, right? It's got 70. I have another Nihilego. I'm just going to wait, I feel like. I don't see a reason not to here. I'm just going to wait. This guy's down to 20, which means I could Cyrus it and KO it with a Darkrai when I get my Darkrai. They're going to bring in Greninja here. Greninja doesn't KO in one without Geo. They could have Geo, though. Let's see what they do. Okay. So, Weezing sitting at 10 is amazing for us, obviously. I finally have Copycat, and, you know, there's no reason not to use it. I could X-Speed then use it, but I'm just going to use it. I get so many cards, so everything left in my deck. I'm going to go ahead. I'll just have this ready to go, I guess. A Gas Leak here. I'm going to power this Weezing. Have it ready. And I'll do some damage to Greninja. They obviously can heal around this, you know, with Irida. But we've got, like, multiple ways to just take them out with Cyrus. So I'm not super concerned. I don't think they're going to power Giratina again. They could. I could get another Nihilego out there for fun, but I think the better play is probably getting my Darkrai out. So I can make some mean plays with that. Powering Suicune. They're going to take the KO. Okay. I'm going to bring out Absol. I think it's time. I just think it's time. And I'll go ahead and bring Darkrai out as well. I can chip here. Just do a little damage. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll Cyrus the Giratina, I think. I don't know. It's going to take a few turns for the Giratina. Let's Cyrus the Suicune. And I guess I will use the X speed just so in case they Mars me, I don't draw it again, right? Get rid of you. Sure, I'll get rid of Copycat. Do they have Mars? They do. Get rid of Copycat. Or Mars, just for fun. Draw it again, you jerk. Draw it again. Okay, GG. Yeah, they're kind of caught. I would guess they'd Mars me there and just see what happens, but yeah, they're cooked. All right, we are starting Mega Absol going second. Not our favorite start, but I do like our hand. You know, if we get to play it, obviously. Pokeball, Professors, Copycat. Some decent stuff. Going into a dark deck on the other side, so a lot of the times you're going to be seeing Hydreigon, it feels like. We'll see what they have. Darkrai, okay. We two-shot a Darkrai, but they could put a Rocky Helm. That'd be very annoying, right? The chip damage, the Rocky Helm. They can do some pretty fun stuff, for sure. Ooh, it's a Golbat deck. A Crobat deck, I should say. Most people don't go Golbat. All right, we're going to hit the Pokeball. Nihilego. And we'll hit Professors, which gives us Weezing and Darkrai. All right, I'll put a Nihilego. I'll put a Darkrai down as well. I think this Absol will probably stay in the active spot, but we'll see. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a Poison Barb on it, just in case they decide to, you know, retreat and make a play here with Zubat. Always possible. They could Leaf or something. The tough thing for us is they're going to be chipping with Nightmare Aura, and that is going to have the lasting effect of always being scared of Cyrus. So I think we have to be very aggressive when we see this and just try to take the win as quickly as we can. Without a Leaf, we're feeling better. With a Leaf, we're feeling worse. Let's see what they do. But yeah, if they Leaf out and then chip with Darkrai, that's a bummer. Especially if they can evolve into Crobat. Also, they could just evolve Crobat after a Leaf. And yeah, there's the Crobat. So they're ready to go with a very strong EX. If they can get Darkrai out, that would make life not fun. They're going to Copycat me. Okay. Which gives them what? A Nihilego. Well, so they got a poison package of their own. This damage is frustrating. Again, this just makes the inevitable Cyrus play very scary. I have an X speed. I can't really make much use out of it currently. Coughing. Well, I could X speed into like a Weezing at some point. The only problem is I don't know if I'm going to be able to, so we're going to have to attack. Might get rid of Professors and then maybe next turn get rid of Cyrus. Just hopefully they don't draw two, right? Poison Barb. Okay. They do hit me. They could retreat. I can X speed into a Weezing right here, and I don't pick up the KO, but I get close. The only problem is I know they have Cyrus, so I can't really reliably make that play currently. I think the better play is... yeah, I think I will chip. Get rid of their Cyrus. I have to get rid of it. And then I'm going to have to retreat. Just knowing they don't have Cyrus anymore. I think that's the play. I know they don't got it. And now it's time to do whatever I can with them not having it. Basically, if they draw Cyrus, we lose, but, you know, it's a 1 in 10 or 2 in 10, so we're going to have to try to make that play, right? Sabrina gives me a game win here. Poison Barb. Good. We know what they don't have. They are also poisoned. Okay. Oh, Sabrina. Alright. Well, I'm going to X speed. Not that it makes a huge difference. Wait, does it matter if I KO them and then I go down to the poison? It doesn't, right? I think I just make the play. Darkness Claw. The poisons end to turn things. Griefed him a little. Sorry about that, buddy. Sorry. Hey, this is the midway point of the video where I want to know from you, given that they took so long to get to ranked, do you like that change or did you like it better before? Let me know in the comments. Okay, we are going second here. I think we're just going to go ahead and play out a lot of this. Second into grass. Interesting. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for Rillaboom. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm rooting for them already. I hope the Rillaboom pays off. Grookey start. I don't know what else is in their deck, but I don't think you want to start Grookey. We'll see though. The Absol's weak to the Rillaboom, but not the rest of us, huh? I might play this Coughing. That's a tricky one, though. Maybe, maybe not. I could also, if they're just powered Mega Absol, right? And then next turn, if they don't put a card out, we get a big-time win. But I'm guessing they're playing a bench here? Yeah, it's an Eevee. They're going to retreat right into an evolution. So they're going to evolve Leafeon and then power the bench. There's the Rillaboom. This is fun. It takes 4 energy, but once it gets it, I mean, it swings for a lot. 120 damage. Do they power Leaf? They could, given that next turn they could attack this Coughing. Let's see what they decide to do. They are going to power Leafeon here. Okay. Copycat. Yeah, I'm thinking we go with the Sabrina play. Slow down what they're up to. I'm going to power Absol here. I could put the Coughing out. I think I will, just for the time being. I'm going to hit him again. Now, this thing's retreat cost is so high, I think it's going to be really hard to get it out unless they have a Leaf. They already have Leafeon. Do they really run Leaf and Leafeon? They could go for the retreat, but they don't. We get Professors. Yeah. I might get my Weezing here. We have Poison Barb and Weezing. We do get Weezing, so I like it. I'm going to go ahead and poison him. I'm going to go ahead and Poison Barb the other Coughing in case they decide to move it in. And, you know, there's a couple ways I could do this. I'm going to put the energy on Absol just so I have that ready. The Rillaboom's in trouble. It's probably going down. They're going to set up Leafeon here. They get Mega Pinsir, so they have that as well. I was gonna say, if they move me in, I might even just move in Mega Absol at this point. Like, what else are they gonna do, alright? They're gonna power Mega Pinsir. Cool. Rillaboom's getting ready to get KO'd. We have another Weezing on board. So we can have that ready. Yeah, I mean, there are a few ways I could go with this. I think I'll just have this ready to go. This is going to get KO'd. They could bring in Leafeon. They could bring in Pinsir. I don't know. I don't know if either of them feel great for them. I mean, Leafeon, if it goes down, they lose. Here comes Leaf. We are weak to it. But they could power Pinsir with this. I also, of course, have Cyrus, right? Which is what we're planning on doing. Grabbing them. They do have the ability to one-shot the Absol, though. So that's scary. How much damage can they do to our Weezing here? This is the question. They've got a Leaf Cape on the Pinsir. And are they going to attack? Or are they going to move Pinsir in? They might just need to move Pinsir in, yeah? Okay. So they attack here. Now Leafeon is in trouble. That's like the scary thing for them. I've got 2 poison barbs here. I'm going to put another energy on this Weezing in case I decide to retreat it. And I could copycat them, but I do have what I want, you know? So I'm just going to go ahead and Gas Leak and then hit them. I don't think copycat's a terrible strategy here, because it's likely we get both of our Cyruses, but it's not a positive that we get both of our Cyruses, right? They're going to retreat now, bring in Mega Pinsir. It's got a lot of HP. I can't get Leafeon in one without my Darkrai. But I could if I get my Darkrai. Which is what we're going to be looking for. Makes it worse. I lose my Cyrus play. Now we got to take out Mega Pinsir, which is fine. It's going to get poison. It's going to take some pretty good poison damage here. I know they're saving the one-shot, obviously, for the Absol. I do have another Nihilego, I just don't have it ready. I think them healing the Leafeon was pretty clutch for them. There's my Nihilego. I guess I'm going to have to go with it at this point, you know. I'm going to tackle. Unfortunately, another Erica kind of puts them in a safe spot, right? They might have to will here, but if they've got 2 wills in their deck, which a lot of these decks run, then they're okay with using it. They have other Mega Pinsir. Do they retreat? I don't know. They could. They do. All right. All right. Bring in other Mega Pin... Oh, Leafeon. Okay. I could Cyrus. The 120 is tricky. They've got enough to retreat. They're gonna wait, huh? Okay. I could Cyrus right now, but I can only do 80 to it, and they could get me. So I guess I'm just gonna keep chipping away here, huh? I'm gonna Gas Leak it. I'm gonna tackle. It is left with a little damage. It's at 80. So they're going to need to retreat and heal it. But we still, at that point, have a Cyrus that we can get it. Because they can't heal it for 50. Or excuse me, they can't heal it for the 60 damage we've done. They've got Mega Pinsir ready to go. They're going to retreat, bring in Mega Pinsir, and hopefully not heal it. I'm like hoping they don't heal. They hit the will. So they're guaranteeing it, and they guarantee us a win. GG. GG. That's a fun one. It's cool seeing a Mega Pinsir deck. I don't think you'd see a ton of it climbing, but I respect it. I respect someone climbing with some weird stuff. Luckily for us, without the Darkrai, because we don't have Darkrai, right? Without Darkrai, the only way we get this is that extra 10. With Darkrai, we get it regardless, and then we would have got that, but still. Fun game. Fun match. Fun deck, too. I like it. GG's, buddy. GG's. Alright, we are going second here. I'm going to play Coughing and Nihilego into Fire. Torchic in the active spot. Blaziken can be a tough one, especially if they get going pretty fast, right? They play a Pokeball. And what's the plan, buddy? I would love it if they didn't play much. Professors. Ooh, I could get a good copycat here. Don't play anything from your hand. Just keep it. Keep it all in your hand. You love your hand. You don't want to change a thing about it. There's a Heatmore. Alright, they got 5 in hand. Not bad. I'm going to go ahead and play other Coughing. Hit the Pokeball. Ideally, we get Absol here, but it's okay if we don't. Darkrai's not terrible either. I'm going to go ahead and play Darkrai. And I'm going to power the Darkrai. It's a bummer to lose Weezing, but trading this is just a way better trade, so I'm going to make it. We could get Weezing as well. Cyrus, X-Speed, Cyrus, Poison Barb, and Mega Absol. I'll go ahead and Barb the Coughing. Alright. We could use X-Speed on the Coughing too. It only has a 1 retreat cost until it gets Weezing, so we could get it out of there if we need. I'm guessing they don't go right into Blaziken in the active spot. They probably try to get Heatmore in there. They would need to retreat. They could use their Flame Patch here to start attacking early with this Heatmore. Yeah, so right now they can use this and then Flame Patch the Heatmore so they can start firing. They rare candy. They do have Blaze. Mega Blaziken's ready to go. I have 2 Cyruses, so I could start attacking it early. Heatmore presents kind of an annoying situation for us because they can damage the Darkrai, but it's not the end of the world if they hit Darkrai. Guzma. They get rid of my item. I liked that item. Alright. So, I've got a Copycat. I've got a Cyrus. I don't have a way to get my Weezing online, so I think the play here is an early Cyrus. And I'm just going to chip them. Force them to retreat or something like that. Maybe start hitting me, maybe not. We'll see. I would love to be able to poison them. If I can get my Weezing. They might retreat. But I don't know. They could, yeah, they're Flame Patch. They're going to start fighting. Unfortunately for us, they did get that Poison Barb, but we have plays we can make here. Coughing in the active spot. I would love to poison this guy. Let's see what we get. Pokeball. Okay. Pokeball. Gets us our other Nihilego. Do I put other Nihilego out? Maybe Mega Absol. Maybe Mega Absol's the call here, huh? And I could... I could copycat. The copycat gives me the ability. You know what? I'm going to X speed. I'm going to copycat and just see if I can grab that Weezing. It's a 2 for 2, but there's 2 Weezings in there. Nihiligo, Sabrina. Okay, we missed it. That's fine. Mega Burning. Obviously, Absol's in trouble. We need to get rid of a Lily. If they have Sabrina, we also have to get rid of that. So there are a few cards that we're scared of here. Grabs us our Cyrus. Okay. Let's see what we find. They've got Sabrina, so we get rid of it. That's what I was worried about. If they grab it, then GG's to them. They top deck it. Mega Burning. Okay, we win. GG. We win. Scary one. But the I had to get Absol in there to get rid of either Lily or Sabrina. Both of them could have been really bad cards for us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you. I'll see y'all next time. We did it.